It's Victorian Dreams by Leigh, and it's me, Leigh, and I am going to try to videotape a tutorial with my cell phone on my cell phone rack that my husband made to hold, and show you how to make something. I might be in the middle of it and the video might run out, so we will practice with this one and test it and see how it goes. So what I want to show you is this right here, and it can be an album. I'm using them right now to send vintage lace that I have, and so it is a material album, fabric album that I made, and this is it right here. So let me show you one page of it. I've sent one out to Phoebe, I sent one out to Gail, hey girls, and I was using felt and I kept running out of felt, so I went ahead and tried to make sure, see, let me make a line so that I know where the video is. So I went ahead and bought canvas, and I got a yard for $3, and it's really heavy duty, and it's just going further. And then I was at Hobby Lobby, I was at Joann's, and see, here's the canvas, and it's going a long way. And also Joann had this Marie Antoinette material, and so I grabbed it, and of course I've gotten into it and started cutting, so it's not really ready for you to see, but that's what it looks like. So let's start. So my hot glue gun is on, my scissors are here. I took a 6x6 chipboard, and that's where I got my measurement, and doubled it, so it is actually 12 by 6 and folds over nicely. I went ahead and punched 2 holes because I like the lace, and it actually does hold those 2 together. So this lace right here, I put 2 together. Oop, I need to fix that little piece right here. I just pulled it apart, or didn't glue it well enough the first time. A little hot, but okay. And then, because I wanted that deeper pocket. So anyway, here's that with the danglies, and it's a fabric book. And I haven't blinged it out here yet. So anyway, so let's see how this goes. So I pre-cut my material, and here's the material. And I wanted her to be, Marie Antoinette, to be right here, so that when you fold it over, she's what you see. So that's why I cut that. And I cut another piece to go inside. And you know, if I'm going to spend 30 minutes to an hour making a project, I'm going to go ahead and iron it. I went and got some tea, and while I got the tea, I ironed my project. You might as well, you know, just take 2 minutes. While I went and got the tea, I turned on the iron, and voila, it was ready and waiting on me. So I don't see anything wrong with ironing it, because I'm not going to just bling it out with a whole bunch of lace, so I didn't want it to be wrinkled. So let's get started here. I do have a glue gun that has the fine tip, and using this canvas, I have found that it works better if you kind of smush the fabrics together, and it does hold, and everything. So just put a little bit there to hold it in place and smush it together. I don't know how this is working. Let me see. Am I still recording? I think I am. So, I do have a video machine. And I may have to break it out. It's just that I have found that when I use my phone to do recordings, to upload it to YouTube takes minutes, and when I used anything else it was 1 hour per minute, and so a 7-minute video took me 7 hours, and I just was so disappointed and stopped videotaping and everything. So my glue gun's not very hot, so okay, there's that. Let's cut here. I do have a pair of scissors that is for material only, and for some reason that looks like it's not going to be straight. But anything that's not perfect like that, I think it went in a little. We'll cover it with lace for trim. But I went into the canvas a little bit, trying to hurry. But yeah, I do have a pair of scissors that is just for fabric, and then other stuff. I just did buy the Tim Holtz red-handled scissors, and I really haven't used them yet. I need to though. Okay, so there's the book top. Okay, so if we close it, then this will all lay flat, and everything will be hidden once we start adding all the other stuff. So this is what it's going to look like. So and I already made the holes, so now I'm going to recut the holes on the opposite side and get where the pink material went. And yep, so see, I cut a hole through it so that when I put seam binding it will work. Yes, these do cut material. Okay, all right, done with that. Now let's flip it, and let's make sure that we are going the right direction. This is the same material. Let's see, facing the correct way. I like the shoe. Okay, I think that's a good position. I use my chin to push that glue in quite a bit because I only have 2 hands. It doesn't take a lot of glue, and because this is a pink color, you can't see it. On some trims and laces, you do see the glue come through, but on this one you won't. And because I'm really smushing it in, you can't even feel a ridge or anything. So yeah. This is heavy duty canvas material. Okay, so, and also ladies and gents, if you find that you are using your hot glue gun and you need to unglue something with any type of glue, first of all, your heat gun will just zap it with your heat gun and keep releasing, and all glues, Mosh, Podge, any type of glue will release. If you're using your heat gun and you find that you need to take something off, take the tip, the little one right there that's hot, and get up underneath it and see how I'm just working it and working it, and it's that heat of it is releasing it. And it will release it little by little, and then you don't tear anything up, and the glue gets dispersed, and it works out really good. And that way you don't have to cut and tear and destroy your project. You can just use that tip to reheat the dried glue and release it. And yes, glue from a glue gun stays if you press it and let it have time to dry. Because everyone says, why don't you sew? I haven't sewed since 4-H, and that must have been 6th grade. So we were called the Happy Homemakers. So this canvas really does, instead of using felt, and I still use felt for stuff, but the canvas really does give it the weight you need and everything. So, okay. So here we are with the front, like that, and the middle. So once again, I still, need to cut where I had already punched. I need to punch again for the material that I just did. Okay. See, there's a little hole. And go to this side. And I'm only cutting through the one piece of material. There we go. So, here we go. Now all we need to do is get some lace. And let's see, let's do this twice, and I'm going to stand up and see if you're still with me. It looks like you are. Okay. And I'm going to cut it again. So let's see, what is this is the back, and this is the back. Okay, so I'm going to very gently, because of that fine tip glue gun, and add them together. And when you pull on lace like this, when you pull it like this, it will straighten itself out and it will correct your boo-boos. But I have that bottom line. Whoop, hot glue. And also, when you're using hot glue, and I'm sure everyone knows this, after your project's totally done and you have all those flyaways, to look a little bit more professional, which I'm not, you get your heat gun out and just hit it like if you were blow drying your hair for 2 seconds, and melt them all away. Okay, so see, what I made was the pocket for right here, because I want that pocket right here. And after making a few of these, I've learned I'm not going to glue this down here yet, but I've learned to go ahead and glue the sides. Okay. And glue the sides. Okay. And see how it gave me a really nice pocket. Okay. Let's make this simple since this is my first video. And go ahead and add the seam binding. You can see the seam binding right here, and the more you crinkle it, the cuter it is. So add the seam binding. I could have added the seam binding first. I usually do to that other hole. Okay. Okay, there's the seam binding. I actually like to put the seam binding in its place, and for the pocket I actually will glue it right here because the pocket gets too big, and so okay, now let's trim this off. The trim came from Hobby Lobby. The material and canvas came from Joann's. The glue gun came from Hobby Lobby. So do we do white or do we do pink? Since it has so much pink in the material, I'm wondering if we should just use white trim. So let me see what I can grab real quick. And before I do anything, I always measure that it will go on. So let's see. What if we put this here? That's really pretty. I think so. Let me see if you're still there with me, guys. I think you are. Okay, so I'm going to start kind of in the back of the book because I don't want my seam to be in the front. This is where I connect them. So let's see. Pinch that and turn the other way. That's how I like to do my corners on some stuff, and lay that down. Okay. Okay, so what I did was I need to add a little glue underneath. Okay, so add my strip of glue. I bring a little pinch and fold it. There we go. And almost like doing a present. And you know, I'll add a flower or something. Something to hide the bling. Or bling it to hide the boo-boos if it doesn't look right, but so far so good. Okay, so didn't do the corners very good. Let me do the corner. I'm going to pinch and add. There. There. Get me a glue gun. We are almost finished. We're going to add lace too, and I don't cut my spool or I don't cut my lace off my spool of trim or anything because I don't want to waste any. So now I see where I'm at, and now I will cut it, get rid of that roll, get it out of my way. So now let's go, make sure I don't get that. Come on, glue gun, heat up. a lot of times I have to have 2 glue guns because I work faster than the glue gun does. So I am going to turn this over by pinching it just a hair, centimeter, just to give it a good finish, and then glue that there. So that's the finish I'm giving. I even like to kind of get the glue. So we're finished with the front. So let's look at the front. There's the front. Now let's do the back, or the inside I should say. And because I'm not prepared, I don't know what lace to use and what I have. Let's see. Of course I'm trying to hurry. Because I'm trying to hurry, I'm not prepared. Okay, this came from Michael's. No, that's stretchy. Can't use that. Let's see what this is. This came from Michael's and I haven't used it yet. Let's see what this is. Oh yeah, that's cute. And it's very dainty. It's dainty enough that I even like that I can glue. I even like it that I'm going to go ahead and glue down this. Keep seeing canvas because I just was trying to rush since it was my first one. Had to add a little bit there. Okay. There. Okay, so see how it's a pocket and it's all on there? And now this trim is got pearls already in it and very dainty. So let's start right here and just put it there, and it hides that seam. Usually when I'm doing this, I'm talking to Hazel and Gail on Hangout, but it's so late at night, I think they're sleeping. Let's turn that corner, put it as a pretty little corner. Okay. I went too fast, and I want that glue right up to that seam of that pink. So next time I'm learning how long I can videotape before my phone cuts off. Since this is my first time, I'm at 20 minutes, 23 minutes, and if you give me 2 more minutes, we will be done. And of course, I know people are going to critique me and say stuff, but I am trying my best, and I craft because it gives me a peace of mind. See how that corner came up? So let's just add the glue, fix that. Let's turn this corner, turning the corner with the bead, kind of have to hold it in place for just a second. And we're almost done. We're going to hide that seam from the pocket, and we're on our last strip, and I'm going to hide that bottom, which is really pretty. that scallop bottom is pretty. As you can see here, I left the scallop bottom and then the lace. And see how the corners, I would put a flower and hide it. So, let's finish this off. And since this is glue, and if I missed the spot, what did I do? I just went back and glued it a little bit stronger or a little bit better or right where it needed to be. So, I think I'm going to round that corner just a hair. I'll go ahead and double that up to make it stronger. Okay, so see how this pocket is big and it won't. So what I do is I just take right down that line and I glue it. Hot but glue. Okay, so there you go. We are done. So a Marie Antoinette fabric book to hold trims or laces. You can stick goodies in there. You can stick pictures in there. This is a picture of my husband's grandmother when she was a child. I'm using it for something else, but you can put photos in there. So there you go. There's that side, there's that side, and there. And so will this be my first glue Chronicles, glue gun Chronicles? We'll have to see. If you like it and you tell me that I wasn't ridiculously bad, then yeah. Thanks guys, I really enjoyed it. Please like and share, and I think I'm going to do a whole set, a pillow, a book like this, and a shoe, and I think I'm going to start giving them out because I can't keep everything I make, and I want to get to 500 subbies. So if you tell me your comments on if I'm on the right track, then I will. So thank you very much guys. Love you. Bye.